We're giving you just that. 0 down payment, 0% APR, and no payment for your first 90 days on select Ford models. That's 3 whole months of pretending you're a responsible adult without paying anything. Plus, we're throwing in a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan because we're not just good looking. We're generous too. But don't miss out. Stop in today at Alton Blakely Ford because this many zeros only come once a year.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more in less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Introducing Hardee's Home-Style Breakfast Burritos. With cheese, fluffy egg, crispy hash browns, breakfast sausage, bacon, and sliced ham in a warm tortilla. Home-style morning goodness, ready to go.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Live at Pulaski County High School Gymnasium as we are getting set for the second game of our boy-girl doubleheader with a twist. Bob Boone alongside Michael Gregg and the Pulaski County Maroons are getting set to play host to the Somerset Christian Cougars. And Michael, I had a chance to watch the Cougars play earlier this week against Somerset. This is not the Cougars of old. Al Dover, head coach, has this bunch playing some pretty doggone good basketball right now.
Yeah, they've got a solid starting lineup and one that can play with anybody. They proved that last year in the 48 district. This one should be fun.
It should be. Now, when I talked to Coach Dover earlier this week, I said, how do you feel? He says, last year we had trouble being physical. We were a little skittish out there. And he says, we're physical. But he says, now it's the mental part. We're not supposed to beat the Pulaskis, the Somersets, and the Southwesterns. And he says, we got to get them over that hump. And if we can, he feels like this ball club can make a run going into the post-season tournament.
Yeah, they were all tied at 4 last year, all tied record-wise in the 48. So you are watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. What's the next great play? Deciding what to eat after the game. Don't just settle for any fast food. Get a win for your taste buds with Wings and Rings. We've got over 12 sauces for our award-winning wings, from sweet to super spicy. Plus, we're more than just wings. Our loaded burgers, crispy onion rings, and mouth-watering mac and cheese are a guaranteed touchdown. Whether you're celebrating a big victory or just grabbing a bite with your team, make your next stop Wings and Wings. And the keys of the game are brought to you by the Millie Weaver team, your real estate champions. We all know success starts with a winning strategy, whether it's on the field or finding your next home. Just like a great coach, the Millie Weaver team will provide the local knowledge and expert advice you need to score your real estate goals. We cover all the bases from listing your home for top dollar to guiding first-time buyers through the entire process. For a team that has the keys to the marker, look to the Millie Weaver team. Call today at 606-485-1865.
I'm going to give you your first key to the game. If you're a Pulaski County Maroon, you better guard Jack Baker.
Yes, sir.
He is Mr. Three-point shooter. 46.1% from behind the charity stripe. He averages almost 20 points a game. He's 82.8% from the free throw line. You better keep somebody on,
yes, sir,
Mr. Jack. And if you're Somerset Christian, take good care of the basketball. Don't let the mystique of Pulaski County, don't pay attention to the banners on the wall. You have the ability, you have the talent to come in here and beat Pulaski County on their home floor. I think that's going to be the biggest factor in the game. What do you think?
Added key for Somerset Christian. Their talent in their starting lineup is superb. Beyond that, it's a pretty step down, so they've got to stay out of foul trouble. They've got to keep their first 5 on the floor.
Indeed, that sounds really good. Those are your Millie Weaver keys to the game. Let's go ahead and give you your tonight's starting lineup. First of all, for the visiting Somerset Christian Cougars. In the front court at power forward, Omari Harvey, averaging 17.6 points per game. Jack Baker, he's the shooting guard. As we said, he averages 19.2 points per game. At another guard is Adam Markham. He averages 15.6 points per game. Third guard is Isaiah Hensley. He's averaging 15 points per game. And then the fourth guard is Jordan Carell, averaging 3.5 points per game. The Cougars go once again like this. It'll be Harvey, Baker, Markham, Hensley, Carell, coached by Al Gover. Yes, that Al Gover, who's had coaching stops here at Pulaski County. Somerset doing a good job at Somerset Christian, 9-8 on the season. For the Pulaski County Maroons, they'll line up this way. Its senior guard will be Carson Fraley. He brings 12.6 points into the game. Blake Fraley, he is a sophomore, averaging double figures, 10 points per game. Cam Easel, almost there in double figures, 9.4 points per game for the junior swingman. Cade Hargis is a guard, and he's averaging 8 points per contest. And Tanner Absher rounds out. He is a swingman as well, can play both in the front and backcourt. Tanner Absher, 11 points per game once again for the Maroons. It'll be Carson Fraley, Blake Fraley, Measle, Hargis, Absher, coached by John Fraley, 12-7 on the year, 7-1 in a 12th region play, 5-0 overall in district play. This one is just for bragging rights, crosstown shootout, crosstown rivalry. The Somerset Cougars, Christian Cougars, wearing black uniforms trimmed in gold. Their school colors are forest green and gold. The Pulaski County Maroons, they're wearing their home white uniforms with maroons and maroon numerals on the jerseys with the big marooned pirate on the shorts.
You mentioned the three-point shooting of Jack Baker. Last season, the young man shot right at 50% on the season from 3. Doing the same thing again this year. Young man's not a fluke, can flat out shoot the basketball.
Indeed,
those are numbers that are unbelievable.
And I think what you said is probably the most important part of this is depth. That's where Somerset Christian is, a little bit behind the time, or behind
little distant
the 8 ball. Yeah. So they got to play disciplined ball. Cam Measle at center court, set to jump it off with Omari Harvey. Somerset Christian Cougars moving right to left as we look at it, high atop Pulaski County Gymnasium. We are behind the scorer's table on both benches, ready for play. Randy Hogue tosses it up, and we are underway. Tip controlled in backcourt by Hensley for Somerset Christian. They'll work the ball around the perimeter. Hensley's got a haircut since I saw him the other night. Jack Baker with the basketball, now back over to Carell. He'll dribble left side, bounce it down low to Markham, kick it back out. Patience on offense by Somerset Christian. Man-to-man defense right now by the Maroons. Give the ball up to Markham. Markham thought about going baseline, but defended well over there by Carson Fraley. Now baseline, that's Carell. Bounces it in low. Markham off the glass. Nice little fadeaway jumper from 10 feet. It's good. 2-0 in favor of the Cougars. We're just underway from Pulaski County High School. 7:05 to go. Maroons with the basketball. That is Blake Fraley. He'll hand it back out top. That was Hargis who's directing things now. Ball gets away. It's going to stay. Nope, knocked out of bounds, they say. Turnover by Pulaski. It's going to go back to the Cougs. Jack Baker will inbound it. Full court pressure by the Maroons. Speed dribble into front court. That's Hensley, guarded out there by Hargis. going to be a fun matchup all night. The ball out top. That is Carell. They work it back to Carell in the corner. Calling for it is Harvey. They get it into him. Defended there by Fraley, and two number ones both on the floor. We got a whistle on a stoppage in play. Going to be a foul.
Foul number 1, Carson Fraley. That'll be his first team foul on the Maroons.
Yeah, Harvey working for the ball hard on that offensive set.
Ball comes in over the top to Isaiah Hensley. That one tipped away, stolen by Abser. He's going to take it all the way. He kisses it off of the glass. Up and in. He let the defense, Baker, fly by. Here come the Cougars back into the front court. Try to get the ball over to Baker, and that is intercepted by Abser. Back-to-back steals. He feeds it down low, up and under, blocked by Harvey. And now we got a whistle and a stoppage in play.
Foul number 1 on Harvey.
So Harvey picks up his first foul, and that's going to send his opposite number, Carson Fraley, to the free throw line. Fraley, just a 43% free throw shooter, but drains that one.
If there's one chink in his game, it would be the free throw shot.
Second one, rims out, rebound by Harvey, and he lost the handle on it, but no pressure, no harm, no foul. Now we got a whistle, and they called him with a double dribble. Turnover, gives the ball back to the Maroons underneath their own goal. Hargis, he'll inbound it. Gets it inside to Blake Fraley. He'll dribble it back out towards the top. Now back in the corner to Hargis. Looking to get it down low to Carson Fraley. He calls for it. Gets position off the glass over Harvey, up and in. Carson Fraley with his first basket of the night. 5-2 in favor of Pulaski County.
And Harvey got to be careful. He can't afford to get two early fouls here.
You think maybe that's why he let off a little bit?
I think so.
Hensley with the ball. He'll dish it up, and an air ball by Carell. Misses everything, but somehow the Cougars are able to maintain possession of it. Hensley has it again. Gets a screen out top from Baker. Cougars work it down in the corner, trying to go baseline. That was Markham, and he loses the handle on it. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with SCS. Inbound the ball, Baker gets it into Markham. Three, got it. Markham's got 5, and that's where we are on the scoreboard. Randall D. Turpin, CPA scoreboard, stolen away by Hensley. He doesn't have numbers, but he's going to go as Fraley lets him go by. And it's 7-5 in favor of Somerset Christian. We got a whistle at the other end, stoppage, and let's see what we got here. That's Harvey, and he's got 2 right away. You just mentioned that, partner.
Can't afford to do it.
Shooting 2.
So Cade Hargis will shoot 2 free throws. He's 50% on the season.
Number 11, Aiden Drew.
Almost a 33% free throw or 3-point shooter. Checking in, Aiden Drew has come in to replace Omari Harvey, and second one by Hargis, no good. Blake Fraley tips it, ball loose on the floor. Somehow they get it back to Fraley. Nice play by Measle, and Blake Fraley lays it up and in. 7-7. 4:30 to go. Hensley into front court. Markham, now the Cougars working around the perimeter. Hensley goes baseline, defended there. That's Blake Fraley. Good defense. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars. Now Gavin Wilson's going to check in for Jordan Carell. Wilson, sophomore. Bounce pass comes in. Markham underneath the basket, got himself in trouble, got it back over to Hensley. Now they kick it back out. Baker for 3. Jack Baker, the 3-point maker. Fraley loses the ball, and I'm not sure how that worked out. I guess they're saying it was touched. Long three, no good by Absher, and the rebound comes down to Hensley. He'll go one-on-one to get it into front court against Pulaski County's Cade Hargis. Baker crossover, gets feed down inside to Drew. He'll kick it back out. Now in the corner, Hensley, three, rims out. Fraley, Carson with the rebound. Long run out pass. Up ahead, Absher off the glass and in. He's got 4. It's 10-9. Favor of Somerset Christian on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Nice outlet pass there by Carson Fraley. Hensley with the ball. Young man is a pleasure to talk to, I can tell you that. I've interviewed him several times. Try to feed it down low. Nice deflection. Again, Tanner Absher is a defensive beast right now. Ball tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars.
Nish Patel checking in for Hargis.
Thank you. Carson Fraley picks up the defense on Hensley. Hensley spins it into front court, gives it up to Baker. He's now guarded by, I said that was Carson. It was Blake Fraley on the defense. Now Carson. Blake Fraley on Hensley. I'll get it straight here in a minute. Man-to-man defense by the Maroons. Markham with the ball. Nice feed down low. Dropping it in, Aiden Drew. 12-9. Christian on top of the Pulaski County Maroons here from Pulaski County High School, the big house. Driving right side, Blake Fraley picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Carson, drives down the lane, blocked, over to, that was put back up by, I didn't get the number, and that was blocked. It was Measle who got blocked. Here comes Christian back the other way, and that is Gavin Wilson with the three. That is the third tray of the night for Somerset Christian. 1:53 to go in this first quarter. 6-point advantage. 3-point Patel, no good. Long rebound down underneath. Absher. It's his world. We're just living in it. That's his spot right there on the blocks. Good rebound position and a good putback on a strong move. 11 points for Pulaski County. They trail by 4 with under a minute 30 to go in the first. Baker feeds it down low. Now they kick it out. Hensley. Good reaction by Pulaski County on defense. Baker gets the handoff from Markham. Gets a screen. Goes the other way with it. Now Hensley. He's picked up by Carson Fraley. Skip pass over to Markham. They work it around. Lance Wilson. He'll drive, pull up at the free throw line. Got the shooter's roll. He has 5, and it's a 6-point lead for the Cougars as we go under a minute to play here in this first quarter. Carson Fraley with the ball out top. He'll set the offense. Gives it up to Blake Fraley. Now Absher. He's feeling it from way downtown. 9 points for Tanner Absher in the first quarter. 17-14, 30 seconds to go. Hensley works it over to Baker. Baker, spin move, goes baseline, pulls up, rattles it in. Call it an 8-footer from the baseline, and Baker, he's got 5, and it's 19-14. Carson Fraley dribbles right side, kicks it back out. Blake Fraley, long three, back of the iron. Picked up, loose off the floor by Carson, who lays it up and in. So Blake Fraley missed the three, long rebound. Carson picks it up, drives down the lane, and it's 19-16 at the end of one. We're back right after this.
We're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you. Homes, farms, commercial properties, and investment properties from all over Kentucky. Where? FordBrothersInc.com. Just click on, go to upcoming auctions, and you will be amazed. You can just browse or register to bid, and you're set. You'll have a front row seat to everything that you're looking for. Whether it's live or online, check out FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Your score at the end of the first period. Frantic, rapid pace, Michael.
Yes, it is. Pulaski County with the ball.
They inbounded on the alternating possession, and they work away from us. We're down towards the left-hand side of the court as we look at it from behind the scorer's table. Ball over in the corner. 3 ball. Nish Patel hits his first basket of the night. It's worth 3, and we're tied up at 19 apiece. Hensley tried to get the pass down over on the right elbow, extended to Wilson. He lost the handle on it. The defense flocked to him like flies to honey.
Easton Anderson is checked in for the Maroons.
Thank you. And ball in the corner. Jack Baker, no good. Rebound, Carson Fraley. Maroons don't have numbers, but Blake goes baseline, cut off, and the ball stolen away. They're going to say knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Isaiah Hensley. So it'll stay Maroon basketball. Fraley with it, top of the key. Dribbles right side. He's guarded out there by Aiden Drew. Maroons slow things down. It's like they called for play number 4. Now, long shot, Carson Fraley, too strong on the 3. Long rebound picked up by Blake Fraley. He gets it back in. Now Fraley has it on the block. He'll reverse, lay it up, no good. Hensley with the rebound for the Cougars. Quickly ahead to Jack Baker. A little contact, no call. Baker fires a 3. Rebound, Easton Anderson. Steaming it into front court are the Maroons. Carson Fraley to Blake Fraley on the right side, and he lays it in.
Excellent assist from Carson Fraley.
He's got vision, doesn't he?
He does, yes, he does.
Well, he ought to. He's been playing this game a long time. I think it's in his genes.
I think you're right. No arguments.
Just a guess.
Yeah.
Just a guess. Christian with the basketball. Gavin Wilson has it. Looking to try and get Baker open. Now he does for a 3. Got it a little short. And there's Carson Fraley with another rebound. Quickly ahead. Trying to go baseline. That's Anderson. And he gets cut off. Dishes it back out. Carson calls for Blake. Blake now with the ball, and he'll reset the Maroon offense. Man-to-man defense by the Cougars. Baker out there on Blake Fraley. And that's Absher. Spin move. He goes baseline, up and in. Timeout on the floor. Al Gober wants to talk it over with his Maroons.
Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins of Lake Kerman Orthopedic Sports Medicine for athletes of all levels, from the weekend warrior to the professional. At Lake Kerman Orthopedics, our goal is to get each patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We are proud to support local athletics by serving as team physicians for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern Somerset, Pulaski, and Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Cumberland region. That's Lake Cumberland Orthopedics Sports Medicine. And you are listening to Toyota of Somerset High School Basketball, presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors, and this is your Wings and Rings video game of the week. Number 3.
It is, indeed. Producer Kevin Lloyd pointed out to me that Pulaski County is on a 10-0 run.
That helps your case.
Cougars See if they can't stop it here. Hensley brings the ball in. He's guarded by Cade Hargis, who's checked back into the ball game. Hargis plays pesky defense. He's annoying out there when you got the ball. Markham, 3 ball, rims out, no good. Rebound comes down to Drew. He'll go back up with it. Too strong off the glass. Got his own rebound, put it back up and in. Aiden Drew with 4 points. 23-21, Maroons on top. Carson Fraley down on the blocks. Tries to get it over to Absher and lost the handle on it, but they get it out to Cade Hargis, who gets his first field goal of the night. Guy shoots almost 33% from the three-point line. You can't leave him that wide open. Hensley dribbling with the left hand, gets it to Baker. Baker gets a screen, now back to Drew. Drew wide open, just inside the three-point line. And that's good for 2 points. And we got a whistle, stoppage in play. So Measl's going to check back in as the net got a little discombobulated, wrapped around the big orange rim. They get it fixed. I would have jumped up there and just grabbed it myself. 26-23. And embarrassed myself too, all at the same time. Maroons with the basketball. Hargis, the head fake, drives, pulls up, short on the shot, got his own rebound, kicks it all the way back out. That's Easton Anderson with it. Patel, 3 ball on the other side. Rebound comes down to Aiden Drew. He's 1 against 3, lost the handle on it, but it's picked up by the Cougars. Markham with the left hand dribble. Pulls up at the block, now kicks it out. That'll be Hensley. He'll back it up and reset. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 3-point advantage for the Maroons. 26-23. Markham hounded out there by Easton Anderson. Now they give the ball up to Gavin Wilson. Maroons trying to keep Cougars away from the basket, but a nice job there by Hensley. He saw an opening and made a heck of an effort to get it to lay in for the ball. Long shot by Absher, no good on the 3-point attempt, and Drew has another rebound for Somerset Christian. Cougars with a chance to take the lead here. Trail by 1. Jack Baker way downtown and short. Rebound comes down to Hargis. He'll move it into front court. Absher with a little give and go, and nice play there by Easton Anderson. Give the assist to Absher.
Yeah, that was pretty play.
Hensley pulls up, running 8-footer, no good, rims out, rebound came down to Measle. He gets it out to Absher. And Cade Hargis will look back at his coach, get the call, pulls up at the top of the key, and that ball partially blocked, and rebound comes down to Aiden Drew. I didn't see who it was on the shot, and we got a whistle and a foul.
Foul 25, Tanner Absher.
That may have been Gavin Wilson on the shot, but I'm going to put it as a team shot.
Yeah, I missed it.
I did too. It's all right. We're allowed every now and then. Markham at the free throw line hits the first. 71% free throw shooter is Markham. This is a good free throw shooting team. 28-26, 1 minute and 52 seconds to go. Markham with his second attempt. Good, he's got 7 to lead the Cougars in scoring. Actually Aiden Drew with 6. Minute 50 to go. Carson Fraley. He's the driver of this team. Through the legs dribble, gets a screen out top, now gives it over to Blake Fraley. Long 3 from him, and that just rattles it in. big-time three-point shot there, 31-27. Couldn't make the screen work was Gavin Wilson. He has to come back out between the rings, gets the screen from Hensley. Now back tip, stolen away. That was Blake Frey picked it up, ahead to Anderson, and they cross-court it over to Hargis, and he throws it away. Tried to get a little fancy-schmancy with it. That didn't work out. 1:10 to go, 31-27. Randall D. Turpin, CPA scoreboard. Hensley, guarded by Hargis. Hit it to Baker. He's guarded by, and we got a foul called. That's going to be on Jordan Carell. An illegal screen, or a moving screen, or an illegal pick. Call it what you want. It's a foul. 50 seconds to go. Maroons with the basketball. Carson Fraley, he'll pull up. Left elbow, too strong. There for the rebound, though, for Pulaski County. That was Zamizel. He dishes it back out, laying it up and in to Hargis, who has 5 points. Man-to-man, full court pressure. Hensley gets it across the timeline. Cougars trail by 6. Just 20 seconds to go in this first half. Quick game. Baker now. Looks like the Cougars content to play for the last shot. They'd really like to get Jack Baker freed up. Instead, Hayden Drew. Now back to Baker to Hensley. Hensley gets a screen. He'll drive, pull up. Got it off of the glass. Up and in. It's good. Indeed, 6 points for Isaiah Henley, and that makes your halftime score 33-29. Great ball game. Don't you dare go away. We'll be back after this commercial timeout.
Starts a business the same way.
Buys a home the same way.
Buys a car the same way.
But everybody likes a smooth and fast
loan application process.
UCB's new online loan application makes it
easier and faster than ever to borrow the money you need.
Go to UnitedCumberland.com and find the Lending Services tab.
Depending on your situation, you could complete nearly the entire process
without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
When was the last time that you paid $0 and got everything you ever wanted? Well, here at Alton Blakely Ford, we're giving you just that. 0 down payment, 0% APR, and no payment for your first 90 days on select Ford models. That's 3 whole months of pretending you're a responsible adult without paying anything. Plus, we're throwing in a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan because we're not just good looking. We're generous too. But don't miss out. Stop in today at Alton Blakely Ford because this many zeros only come once a year.
We are back here at Pulaski County High School where the Maroons lead 33-29. I'm going to give you some team stats first for the visiting team on the scoreboard. Somerset Christian School Cougars. 2-point field goals, 9 out of 10 for 90%. Can't beat that from inside the arc. 3-point field goals for Somerset Christian, 3 out of 8 for 38%. Overall, 12 out of 18 for 67%. Somerset Christian hit both of their foul shots for 100%. I've got them registered unofficially with 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 blocked shots, and a steal. For the Pulaski County Maroons, unofficially from the 2-point line, 2-point range, 10 out of 13 for 77%. From behind the arc, 4 out of 11 for 36%. Overall, 14 out of 24 for 58%. From the charity stripe, 1 out of 4 for 25%. I've got Pulaski County with 4 assists, 12 rebounds, 6 of those on the offensive end, 4 steals, and a couple turnovers.
Michael, in that first quarter, Somerset Christian came away with a 19-16 lead. But Pulaski County in the second period outscored the Cougars by a total of 17-10, and that's where we are at the half with a 4-point Pulaski Maroon lead, 33-29 on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Let's take a look at some of the scoring for the visiting Christian Cougars. With 5 points, that would be Jack Baker along with Gavin Wilson. 6 points for Isaiah Hensley and Aiden Drew. Leading scorer for the Cougars is Adam Markham with 7. Playing and failing to score for Somerset Christian, that would be Omari Harvey, who got in early foul trouble, and Jordan Carell. For the Pulaski County Maroons, goes like this: is Carson Fraley. I got him with 5. Would that be correct? Okay. I got him with 5. Easton Anderson with 2. 3 points for Nish Patel. 5 points for Cade Hargis. And you got 7 points for Blake Fraley and 11 points for Tanner Absher. He leads all scorers in the ball game. And that's where we are right now at 33-29. Highly competitive game, fast game, and tell you what, I've enjoyed this one. Hopefully the folks at home are as well.
Yeah, I've certainly enjoyed it. One of the keys for Somerset Christian, though, Harvey going out of the game early with the 2 fouls. That's got to be key for the Cougars in half number 2 for Harvey to run on the floor. However, when Harvey's absence, Drew comes in, and I was impressed with his game. Aiden Drew come in, had 6 points there, had a couple block shots, at least 1, maybe 2. Played really nice, and so certainly looking good are the Cougars tonight, giving Pulaski all they want. A big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family. Keeping stats and the correct scores important to players, coaches, and fans, and the same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 27 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard, located on Parker's Mill Road in Somerset. And if you haven't been to the Rex restaurant in Nancy, Kentucky, you haven't had real home cooking like your grandma made. From their homemade chicken and dumplings and meatloaf to the best catfish in the Lake Cumberland area, you've got to try the Rex. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., closed on Sunday and Monday. They feature a full ice cream bar and Miss Brenda's homemade pies made fresh daily. They can accommodate large groups by reservation and can cater your business for lunch, and they will deliver to you. Rick Barker in the Rex restaurant, where they will feed you good and treat you right.
I've yet to have a bad meal there, and I'm somewhat of an expert on eating. Well, I've got the belly to prove it.
So you've given them the endorsement.
I do indeed, absolutely. And of course, you can always get out there too and say hello to Rex on your way out.
Yeah.
And of course, we do appreciate Rick Barker, longtime supporter of high school sports here in this community, and he's one of our originals. We've got several, though. We also Randall D. Turpin is another one that's been with us from the get-go. Halftime here at the Big House, 33-29. Good crowd on hand for Pulaski County. Somerset Christians brought a decent crowd. We are going to step out, take another break. We come back. Michael and I will talk for a minute or two and get you ready for second half action here on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
back here at Pulaski County High School, the big house, where the Maroons have a 4-point lead, 33-29. Bob, one more stat for you as we go into half number 2. Jack Baker, the 3-point shot maker. I loved it when you said that. 1 out of 5 from behind the arc in the first half. Young man averages right at 50 points percentage-wise from behind the arc. If he can flip that script, Somerset Christian School going to have something to say about the outcome of this one. They're in it anyway, but Baker did not have his traditional half here in half number 1. Credit goes to the defensive performance. You know, they shared the duties there between Absher, Measle, Hargis. I think I seen all 3 of them on him. Maybe even Carson Fraley took a time or 2 at him. They're throwing the kitchen sink at the young man. And in the first half, it's paid off for Coach Fraley.
Well, when I talked earlier in the evening to John Fraley, he just said I was going to ask him a bunch of tough questions, and I said I don't have any. I guess if I could ask him one right now, was that the intent, that you're going to come out here and not let Baker beat you with that 3-point shot? If the other guys get some points, that's fine, but we're not going to just let him stand out there and have free range from the 3-point line, and they've done a good job defending him. It will be interesting to see if Al Gover has figured out something where he can free him up, maybe get a screen and come off of a curl, something, or a curl around the screen, something like that to get him open. He just hasn't had a lot of great looks at the basket from the 3-point line. And we talked about Omari Harvey going out early with the 2 fouls. He brings 12.7 points to the game, and then all of a sudden here comes Aiden Drew, and he's been a lot of fun to watch. That man taking advantage of his minutes here. I got a feeling we'll see Harvey back in to start this second half. Looks like starters back in for Pulaski County, and ditto for Somerset Christian. So Aiden Drew is in the game, and looks like he's replaced Jordan Carell in that starting lineup. Hensley with the basketball to start the half. He'll get it across the timeline. Over on the right side, Markham has it. Hensley over to Baker. Baker a long way from the basket. Markham tries to drive, cut off there nicely by Blake Fraley. A long pass intercepted by Pulaski County. Up and in and drawing a foul. Hensley tried to get there, couldn't. And that was Cam Measle with his first basket of the night. The steal going coast to coast.
Yeah, excellent defensive play by Measle.
Put a star by it.
You bet.
Measle misses. Rebound, and Drew lost the handle on it, picked up loose by Blake Fraley, and the Maroons have the basketball. So back-to-back possessions here as Absher will dribble it out between the rings. Over to Carson Fraley. Absher, long 3, got it. It's his world. We're all living in it now. Tanner Absher with 14 points. He's a pretty good 3-point shooter, and he showed it there. Averages 46.7% from 3-point line. We got a timeout on the floor with 7:13 to go.
We're in a Cassie Aiken Realtor timeout here on Lake Cumberland Sports. It all comes down to this. One shot, the whole game, the entire season, decided by a single free throw. And swish. That's the feeling of confidence. When you're making the biggest shot of your life, buying or selling a home, you need that same confidence in your agent. Cassie Aiken with Wackett Realtor 4 Brothers in real estate. The closing is your free throw. Don't let the biggest investment rattle off the rim. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to list, Cassie's here to ensure your shot is a guaranteed swish. Cassie Aiken with Wackett Realtors 4 Brothers, turning dreams into reality. And at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Life's challenges can sometimes feel overwhelming, like a tough game with no timeouts. For over 25 years, Entrust Healthcare has been a trusted teammate, offering individual, family, and couples counseling, as well as case management services, all tailored to your unique needs. Our caring and experienced counselors will help you develop the skills and strategies to tackle your challenges head on. Entrust offers convenient in-home, in-office, telehealth, or in-school counseling sessions so you can get the support you need wherever you need it. Call Entrust today to learn more. Visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com. At Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters.
Somerset Christian inbounds the ball. They trail 38-29. Just under a minute gone in this third period of play, and we got a whistle stoppage in play. It's going to be on Cam Maisel as he reached in on Harvey, tried to knock it away. So first foul of the quarter for Pulaski County. First foul for Maisel. Hensley done a good job running the point tonight. Hayden Drew calling for it at the high post. And finds Harvey down low, turn around, nice touch, didn't get it to go. Rebound Drew, and he goes back up, no good, but he's fouled. So Harvey, it looked good, he just couldn't get it to fall. You know, and sometimes as a basketball player, you have those nights. You get a couple early fouls, you can't get a basket to go down. Christian maintains possession. They get it to Harvey on the baseline. Good job by him to save it, and he gets it over on the right side to Markham, but he lost the handle on it. Turnover goes back to the Maroons. Absher brings it across the timeline. Tries to dribble right side, baseline. They kick it back out top. Now a little pitch and catch between the Fraleys. Carson has it. He calls for the play. Gets it over to Blake Fraley. Back to Carson. Nice little give and go. Fraley with the basket. He's got 7. His first field goal of this second half. Baker fakes the 3. Now finds Harvey underneath. Contact. Hitting the deck and no call. Harvey with his first basket of the night. Maisel hit the deck, and the official said that was no blood, no foul.
Well, Maisel and Harvey both with 2 fouls, so big no call.
Long three-pointer from Absher. This guy has got 17 points on the night, and you better guard him. He is feeling it, 43-31, and all of a sudden, it's a double-digit 12-point lead for the Maroons. Driving, Markham, short, rebound, Absher steams it in the front court, and they throw it away, and it's going to be Christian ball. Checking into the ball game, Gavin Williams going to replace Markham. Baker and Hensley will bring it inbounds. Hensley stops at three-quarter court. They got him trapped. He picks up his dribble. Long pass. Tried to get ahead to Baker. Stolen by Fraley. Carson Fraley, that is. The Maisel, right side. Head fake. That's Blake Fraley. He'll back it out. Looking, calling for it is Absher. Here he goes on a nice spin. Kick over to Maisel. Little long on the 3. Rebound. Absher. He goes up, but he's fouled. Pulaski County Maroons exerting themselves here a little bit as we approach the halfway mark of quarter number 3. 12-point lead. Absher's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul was on Gavin Wilson. His first, as the first free throw is good. $18 points for Wilson. Jay Venners into the ball game, and he's going to replace Cade Hargis. Second free throw attempt, nothing but nylon by Absher. 19 points and a 14-point Maroon lead. Hensley, and that ball kicked by Absher. As of right now, he's got to be a nominee for one of the 2.
Yeah.
He's played great defense as well as
done it all.
19 points. And there he is again, just being a pest. Wilson with the ball, gets it across the timeline, spins away from Absher. Now they give it up to Baker, right side. Hensley calling for it down low was Harvey. Left side, short jumper, no good. That was Wilson on the miss, and the rebound comes down to Pulaski County. I didn't see who. Measle with the three-point shot, misses everything. And it'll be Somerset Christian basketball. Now we see, and it's going to be Nish Patel coming in. That shot by Measle, tired legs. John Fraley recognized it and said, come over here and take a break. Gonna need you. And Wilson, an unforced error, lost the handle on it quickly. Gets in the front court, and he didn't make it. 10-second call. He lost the handle on it, kicked it. Offense can. It's not advisable. And it's 45-31, 3:45 to go. Somerset Christian with just one field goal in this second half of play, and that was by Omari Harvey. Patel feeds it down low on the blocks to Carson Fraley. He kicks it over on the right side. Now they get it back out. Carson Fraley, the head fake, drives up. Well defended, no good. Rebound, Hensley. He'll steam into front court. Behind the back dribble, over on the left side. Three-point shot by Gavin Wilson. First we've heard from him since early in the first quarter. 45-34, maybe that. Put a Band-Aid on the bleeding for Somerset Christian.
Yeah, they needed that basket.
They
right
did.
there.
They need a stop here to see if they can't get this momentum completely flowing back in their favor. But I'll tell you what, Carson Fraley has got X-ray vision and a nice bounce pass to Blake Fraley. Lays it up and in. That was beautiful. Harvey with the ball, long cross-court pass to Hensley. He'll give it up in the corner. Three-point shot over everything, but there's Harvey. Harvey lost his balance, tried to get it over to Baker. He looked like maybe he felt like he got bumped. I didn't see it, but that don't mean it didn't happen. Nonetheless, turnover, and it goes back to the Maroons. They lead by 13, 2:20 to go. In this third quarter, there's Carson. Tell you what.
You think they practice that?
Yeah, do you think so?
Yeah, I believe so. You can tell.
Blake says, I'll just return the favor, and now it's over. He throws his hands up in the air in frustration, calls for the timeout, and he's going to get it.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? At Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, we can get services started today. Entrust offers you the flexibility of providing you with counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com. At Entrust, your mental health matters. And for all your real estate and auction needs, contact Rick Barker and his team at Galby Realty and Auction. They are starting their 65th year in the real estate and auction business, and they were selected again this year as the #1 real estate auction company. For your farm property, commercial property, residential, and personal property, give the good people at Galby Realty and Auction a call today at 606-678-4865 and go to their website at galbyrealty.com and see all of their upcoming auctions. Whether on-site, online, or off-site, they will guide you to the best way to handle your auction. Rick Barker and Galby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust.
Not sure if I can really trust Rick Barker sometimes. Well, he auctioned off my next-door neighbor's house one time, and I stepped out to get the mail or something, and he just said, if you buy this house, you'll have a great neighbor in Bob Boone. So I don't know about that, but he said kind words about me, and I'm just not sure that, the neighbors felt like, wow, he sold us a bill.
May have misrepresented something?
No. Rick Barker's a fine guy, the man in the hat. Appreciate all he's done in this community. Omari with the flush. Feed it down to Harvey, Omari Harvey, and he took it and dropped it in. 49-36, yes.
Assist Aiden Drew on that dunk.
Maroons, that's Nish Patel. Well, see what you can do. I can do better as Patel hits his second three of the night. Minute and 30 seconds to go here in this third quarter of play. And it's a 16-point advantage. Three-point shot, Baker, no good, but there's Harvey. He gets the weak side rebound and puts it back. Cuts the Maroon lead back down to 14. Harvey out there on Patel. Carson Fraley will give it up to Absher, who's had a big night. 19 points for him. Now out top, short on the three-point. That was Blake Fraley. Rebound picked up off the floor by Gavin Wilson. He'll get it ahead to Hensley. He'll steam it into front court. Harvey, all alone, lays it up and in. He's got 8 points, all of them here in this third quarter. We're under a minute to go.
Hensley with the assist on that basket.
Fraley to Fraley. That's Carson. Gives it up to Blake. Now back to Carson over on this left side. Looking for a cutter. Finds it in Patel, who kicks it back out. And the Maroons work it all the way around the perimeter to the far side. Venners, who's checked into the ball game. Sophomore. Averages a little over 2 points a game. Carson Fraley gives it up to Blake, who is coming right at him. Crossover dribble, finds a lane, down, a little fake, blocked again. And Hensley gets the rebound off the glass, up and in. That was Aiden Drew on the block, and fantastic play there at the end. 52-40 at the end of three. Maroons on top. We're back after this.
Of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Homes, farms, commercial properties, and investment properties from all over Kentucky. Where? FordBrothersInc.com. Just click on, go to upcoming auctions, and you will be amazed. You can just browse or register to bid, and you're set. You'll have a front row seat to everything that you're looking for, whether it's live or online. Check out FordBrothersInc.com.
So, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
And we're back at Pulaski County High School, quarter number 4, getting underway. And Bob Boone back with the call.
Thank you very much. It'll be Maroon basketball on the alternating possession. He'll inbound the ball, get it into backcourt as Carson Fraley will dribble it into the front side. Gives it up to Easton Anderson, who just made that look really easy. His second basket of the night, he's got 4. 54-40. And off a great productive quarter for Somerset Christian as that ball is stolen. Bounce pass ahead to Measle. He was able to get himself under control, kick it back out. Fake by Carson Fraley. Back to Measle over on the left elbow extended. He'll get it out to Blake Fraley, and they'll restart the offense. Drive, right-hander, no good. Too strong from Blake Fraley. Rebound. Was that Aiden Drew again?
Yes, sir.
Right side, Markham, 3. Short. Picked up by Hensley. Out at the top of the key. He gives it back to Markham, who looks again. Drew calling for the basket down on the block, guarded there by Fraley. Now a little switch up is Harvey and Drew switch places. A weave, Markham, left-hand dribble into the lane, lost the handle on it, stolen. Here come the Maroons. That's Carson Fraley. Give it up to Absher. He lays it up, rolls all the way around the world, falls out, but he's fouled. Second foul on Isaiah Hensley. Just 11 points, 8 of those coming from Omari Harvey in that third period for Somerset Christian. Absher got it. He's got 20. Cade Hargis is going to check into the ball game. He'll replace Blake Fraley. Absher, just a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen, and he drills that one. 21 points for him. Into front court, that's Markham. Bounce pass to Hensley. Good cut to the basket, but they couldn't get the ball to him. That was Jack Baker. Baker's saying it was touched by a Maroon, but he's not going to get the call. Turnover goes back to Pulaski. Somerset Christian needs a stop here. And this is where the free substitution that Pulaski County has that Somerset Christian doesn't is beginning to play itself out. You talked about that. It's not foul trouble. It's just, you know,
it's the amount of gas. It's the amount of gas in the tank.
Yep. Carson Fraley goes to dribble and dribbles it off of his foot, goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Cougars. Hensley gets the ball. He's going to speed dribble between three defenders all the way. Lays it up and in. Wow. There was no stopping Isaiah Hensley on that one. 56-42. 5 minutes, 35 seconds. Absher feeds it down low to Measle, who kicks it all the way out. Fake there by Anderson, and he'll give it up in the corner to Carson Fraley. Now back to Easton Anderson. Carson Fraley says, I'm going to back it up, look to my coach, get the call. Baseline, a lot of bumping there by Baker, and they leave it for Measle, who is fouled by Harvey. His third. Measle gets the basket, and he'll shoot one.
And Easton Anderson with the nice assist on that play.
That's his third. Second team foul. Cam Measle shoots one.
Pulaski County, they have committed no fouls in this quarter. Measle off the rim, rebounded by Harvey. Here come the Cougars. Hensley quickly. Long three, left side, too strong. That was Baker, but Drew with another rebound. He'll give it up to Hensley. Thought about the three. Right elbow extended all the way out in front of the Somerset Christian bench. Hensley with the crossover. He's guarded well by Carson Fraley. Give it up to Markham. Down the lane, off to Harvey, off the glass, up and in. Harvey in double figures, who played only a couple minutes in the first half. He's got 10 now. All of them here in the last half of this contest. Hargis looking for relief, finds it in the way of Absher. Absher spins away from Hensley, and there is Hargis. Wide open underneath the basket. He's got 7.
Absher,
you go double team, somebody's open, and that's exactly what happened there. Baker lost the handle on it. Stolen, picked up by Absher. Another steal for him. He'll give it up to Hargis, who kicks it outside. Fake the three. Easton Anderson, no good on the 12-footer. Rebound Absher. He'll kick it out to Hargis, and Carson Fraley says, let's reset. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this game. Measle over to Carson Fraley. Absher, right side. Anderson, 3, too strong. Battle for the rebound, and they're going to say last touch by Cam Measle. Measle with the big grin said, I don't think so, but he just walks away. Blake Fraley's going to check in and replace Easton Anderson. And we see Jordan Carell is going to place Adam Markham for Somerset Christian. 60-44. Time becoming a factor. Hensley picks up his dribble, draws a double team, finds a man in the corner. 3 ball. That is Carell, who just checked back into the ball game, and that's his first basket of the night. Cuts the lead to 13. Under 3 minutes now. Fraley and Absher. Working the backcourt. Little two-man weave action out here. Blake Fraley hands it off to Carson. He gives it up to Measle. Kick it out. Cade Hargis, 3, short. And loose ball rebound picked up by Gavin Wilson. He'll bring it into front court. Give it up to Hensley. Hensley finds an opening down the lane, throws it up, no good. There's Harvey with the putback. You think that Somerset Christian missed him in the first half?
Yes, sir.
12 points all here in this second half. And we're going to get a bad call. Harvey was there, but they may have said he leaned in. As Carson Fraley, I think, did a good job of trying to get around him, so that's got to be what the call is. I'm a long way from it. So that's going to be on Harvey, his 4th. And the basket is good.
You already hit the free throw?
Yes, he did.
Thank you. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family. And what's the next great play? Deciding what to eat after the game. Don't just settle for any fast food. Get a win for your taste buds with Wings and Rings. We've got over 12 sauces for our award-winning wings, from sweet to super spicy. Plus, for more than just wings, our loaded burgers, crispy onion rings, and mouth-watering mac and cheese are a guaranteed touchdown. Whether you're celebrating a big victory or just grabbing a bite with your team, make your next stop Wings and Rings. We all know success starts with a winning strategy, whether it's on the field or finding your next home. Just like a great coach, the Millie Weaver team will provide the local knowledge and expert advice you need to score your real estate goals. We cover all the bases, from listing your home for top dollar to guiding first-time buyers through the entire process. For a team that has the keys to the marker, look to the Millie Weaver team. Call today at 606-485-1865. Somerset Christian has the ball. Pulaski County will pick up the defense in half court. Hensley with it, guarded out top. That's Hargis. Wilson now with the basketball. That's Carell out top. He checked into the ball game and came in and hit a 3. Hayden Drew tries to feed it down to Omari Harvey, and whistle, jump ball. Good defense right there as they fed it into Harvey, and collapsing defensively, that was Measle and Carson Fraley. I'm going to say last touched by Pulaski County, so it'll be Cougar basketball underneath their own goal. All the way back out. Great defense there by Carson Fraley, but somehow Drew was able to come away with it. Threw it to the corner, nobody there, but chased it down was Carell. Nice hustle play by him. Hensley, he'll launch a 3, back of the iron, no good, and they're going to say out of bounds off Carson Fraley. So Hargis now checked out of the ball game. Hensley fakes the shot, a little up and under move, and didn't get it to go, but he draws a foul. Blake Fraley draws his first foul of the ball game. Rattling that one in is Hensley. He's got 9 points on the night, 70% free throw shooter. Hensley toes up to the free throw line, eyes the basket, nothing but nylon, and he's in double figures. 10 points. It's a 12-point game, but time running out. Minute and 20 left in this game. Fraley works the ball around the perimeter. Carson Fraley now has it. Nice bounce pass down low to Blake Fraley. Off the glass, up and in. Good strong move by Blake Fraley. He's in double figures with 11. Excellent assist from Carson Fraley.
Yep, indeed. That's not the first time we've seen that tonight. And Hensley doing everything he can to make something happen and gets called for traveling. Turnover with 1 minute and 1 second, or 61 seconds, depending on how you want to look at it. Pulaski gets the ball inbounds. They lead by 14. Pretty much over at this point, other than the final score. Carson Fraley hands it off to Absher, who's had a big game tonight for the Maroons. Working a little weave out top. Give it back to Carson Fraley, goes baseline. He'll kick it over on the right side to Measle. Missed it, then the ball loose, picked up off the floor by Hensley. Hensley's been fantastic tonight, hasn't he? He tried to get the pass down low, and that one's stolen away. Here come the Maroons. Absher goes up with it, knocked out of bounds, blocked from behind, but it'll stay with the Maroons. 25 seconds to go.
Another block shot from Aiden Drew.
Yeah.
He got a few of those tonight.
He does. Been impressed with the young man. Carson Fraley has the basketball. He has the aforementioned Drew on him, and Drew's going to draw the foul there. He and Carson Fraley slap hands. Carson appreciates the tough defense that he's had all night. You like to see that. Good sportsmanship on both sides. Fraley will shoot two with 19.3 seconds to go. Left-hander up short. You said it earlier, he's only a 43% free throw shooter. That's something that he has got to work on. As much as he handles the ball, he's going to draw some fouls. Second free throw attempt looks much better, and is. 13 points for Carson Fraley. He's going to check out of the ball game. Hensley, he'll bring it up the court, not in any big hurry. 15 seconds to go. Right side, he'll pull up for three. Got it. 13 points for Isaiah Hensley, and that's going to do it. Pounded out will be the Maroons. They're going to win it by a score of 66-54. We'll step out, take a quick timeout, come back, give you a quick scoring recap and some stats. You're listening to Toyota Somerset's High School Basketball, presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers.
A business the same way.
Buys a home the same way.
Buys a car the same way.
But everybody likes a smooth and fast
Loan application process.
UCB's new online loan application makes it
Easier and faster than ever to borrow the money you need.
Go to UnitedCumberland.com and find the Lending Services tab.
Depending on your situation, you could complete nearly the entire process
without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
When was the last time that you paid $0 and got everything you ever wanted? Well, here at Alton Blakely Ford, we're giving you just that. Zero down payment, 0% APR, and no payment for your first 90 days on select Ford models. That's 3 whole months of pretending you're a responsible adult without paying anything. Plus, we're throwing in a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan because we're not just good looking. We're generous too. But don't miss out. Stop in today at Alton Blakely Ford because this many zeros only come once a year.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Introducing Hardee's Homestyle Breakfast Burritos with cheese, fluffy egg, crispy hash browns, breakfast sausage, bacon, and sliced ham in a warm tortilla. Homestyle morning goodness ready to go.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
It's a final from Pulaski County High School, 66-54. The Maroons with the victory over the Somerset Christian Cougars. It was a pretty good ball game. First quarter, it was the Cougars who got out to a 19-16 lead. And then Pulaski County battled back, and they took a 4-point lead into the locker room at halftime, 33-29. In the third period, it was all Pulaski County. Is the only points that the Cougars could muster came from Omari Harvey, who sat most of the first half, and Gavin Wilson had 1-3, but just 11 points in that third period for Somerset Christian. They trailed it at the end of 3 by a score of 52-40, and the final score 66-54. First of all, for Somerset Christian, scoring for them 3 points for Jordan Carell, 5 points for Jack Baker, way under his almost 20-point average, 6 points for Aiden Drew in a relief role, 7 points for Adam Markham, 8 points for Gavin Wilson, 12 points for Omari Harvey, all of them in the second half. Leading scorer for the Cougars, Isaiah Hensley, with 13. Playing and failing to score for Somerset Christian. Actually, that was it. Everybody that got in did get into the scorebook. For Pulaski County, 4 points on the night for Cam Measle and Easton Anderson. Gives 6 points to Nish Patel, 7 points to Cade Hargis. 11 points as Blake Fraley was one of 3 Maroons in double figures. 13 points for Carson Fraley. Leading scorer in the ball game with 21 on the night was Tanner Absher. You got some stats for us?
I do. So for the visitors on the scoreboard, Somerset Christian School, 2-point field goals tonight, 16 out of 22 for 73%. They were 6 out of 17 from behind the arc for 35%. Overall, 22 out of 39 for 56%. Free throws, they only shot 5 all night, 4 out of 5 for 80%. Team stats, unofficially, I've got the Christian School Cougars with 8 assists, 17 rebounds, 7 of those on the offensive side. They had 6 blocks and a steal. For the Pulaski County Maroons, they were 19 out of 25 from inside the arc for 76%, 7 out of 19 behind the arc for 37%, 26 out of 44 overall for 59%, and then 7 out of 12 from the charity stripe for 58%. I got Pulaski County with 10 assists, 17 rebounds, 8 of those on the offensive end, and 9 steals. We got to give some post-game awards out, Bob.
We do.
We do.
I have come up with a couple for Somerset Christian. Okay. I think we already discussed Aiden Drew defensively.
Yeah, I've got the young man, if we're going to name Aiden Drew, I've got him with 5 blocks. He came in, had 6 points in the first half, but defensively, he played tenacious D all night long. Aiden Drew impressed me tonight.
Indeed. And then we got to pick a offensive player of the game, Somerset Community College. I'm looking at this fella right here. I think, he led the team in scoring and was just, I thought he did a great job handling the basketball most of the night.
Yeah, high motor, doesn't quit. So I agree with you, Isaiah Hensley, our Somerset Community College offensive player of the game.
Now we got a tough decision to make.
Do we?
I just asked the boss, could you give your UCB defender and your Somerset Community College player of the game to the same guy?
And he said?
He said, sure, but Tanner Absher is our player of the game. Okay?
Absolutely.
He is the player of the game. 21 points. He was fantastic on defense.
He was.
So he is your Somerset Community College player of the game or offensive player of the game. Defender of the game, you could pick a couple of them. I agree. He did a great job tonight. And I think, did a good job getting in the face of some of these shooters for Somerset Christian. So
Yeah,
Carson Fraley.
Our United Cumberland Bank Defensive Player of the Game going to go to Carson Fraley. For the record, I do want to say Absher, the reason he was in contention, I've got him with 3 steals, team leader in that category. But Carson Fraley had a couple steals and 4 rebounds, one of those on the offensive side, and 4 assists. I think Carson Fraley enjoys passing the basketball. It's exciting to watch. He sees the floor. In another life, I think he could be a quarterback.
Yes,
don't you think so?
Yeah. Indeed. And that's what makes for good basketball teams is you have unselfish players who are willing to give it up. It was fun to watch him and his cousin Blake Fraley all night long giving it off to each other. We could have named Blake one of our players of the game as well. It was just a fantastic job, not to mention Blake did a good job holding the Baker kid to just 5 points on the night. So
that was a team effort.
Again, when you give these awards out, we do it, and our stats aren't official, and we just call it based on what we see from our perch up here.
Yeah, we make mistakes. We don't always get it perfect. We're just looking to shower the kids with some accolades, and they burned them. We don't always get it all the way right, but we enjoy doing what we do. Don't we,
Indeed, we do. When's our next game, boss? He doesn't.
Supposedly Tuesday.
Tuesday, we're supposed to have a game.
Tuesday,
Stay tuned.
Tuesday, weather permitting.
Weather permitting. Yeah, sounds like baseball season.
Next week, weather
Next week, weather permitting. Well, stay warm, guys.
Indeed, yep. Make sure you got plenty of milk, eggs, and bread, because tomorrow we celebrate with National French Toast Day. And stay warm, everybody. As my friend Michael just said, he's Michael Gregg. I'm Bob Boone. Thank you to Jeremiah Jones. Thank you to Kevin Lloyd pushing the buttons. Final 66-54. So long, everybody.
It's the same way.
Buys a home the same way.
Buys a car the same way.
But everybody likes a smooth and fast
Loan application process.
TB's new online loan application makes it
Easier and faster than ever to borrow the money you need.
Go to unitedcumberland.com and find the Lending Services tab.
Depending on your situation, you could complete nearly the entire process
without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to the bank.
When was the last time that you paid $0 and got everything you ever wanted? Well, here at Alton Ford, we're giving you just that. 0 down payment, 0% APR, and no payment for your first 90 days on select Ford models. That's 3 whole months of pretending you're a responsible adult without paying anything. Plus, we're throwing in a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan because we're not just good looking. We're generous too. But don't miss out. Stop in today at Alton Blakely Ford because this many zeros only come once a year.